Hi there, Penny Campriello, Toxic Free Tuesdays, and this is the show where we find simple solutions for toxic problems. It's estimated that about 250,000 children per year are poisoned by chemical cleaning products. So when I was talking to my next guest and she mentioned that she had some water that could clean your home, I was really excited and I wanted to know some more. We were actually talking about the way that this water removes free radicals from your body, but it was the cleaning that kind of perked my interest. So I would like to introduce to you Jennifer Sparks, and Jennifer is from Kangen Water. And thank you for joining us today. I'm really excited that you're here.
I'm so excited to be here. My passion is spreading this to everybody I know, so I'm excited to share with you.
Excellent. So I guess my first question is, how can I clean my house with just water?
Well, I will say it was quite surprising for me as well when I first learned this. I did not believe it. I have a system here that is a Japanese technology. Okay. It produces 5 types of water, and one of those waters happens to be a cleaning water.
Oh, okay.
Now you have water that can range from a 2.5 acidic water that will kill all bacteria. Things like Salmonella, E. coli, MRSA. So I use this in my home to disinfect my kitchens, my bathrooms, and it's just water. Okay. This water is also used within hospitals for the last 43 years with a company by the name of Ionized that manufactures it. And it was really exciting for me to know that I can eliminate all of the Lysols and the bleaches and the things that I was exposing my body to that were doing the process of cleaning, but were also causing a lot of toxic around the environment that I was living in, toxicity around the environment that I was living in. So I have 2 waters that I wanted to introduce to you.
Okay, yeah, you've got this whole setup going here on the desk, and I really want to know what it's all about.
I love it.
I'm just going to let you go with it, okay?
Thank you. I mentioned a little bit about the 2.5. This is a bottle that I keep it in. Now, instead of having all of the cleaning detergents and stuff that normally when you open a person's under-the-counter sink you're exposed to. This is all I have.
Okay.
So this is the 2.5 strong acidic water that you use by just pressing a button on the unit. The other water that I find very beneficial is the opposite. It is an 11.5 pH, which means it is very alkaline. Now the crazy thing about this water is you can use it in replace of your laundry detergent. It is a great stain removal, but the important thing that I found for me is that it can remove pesticides and herbicides from your produce. And that's what I wanted to show you today.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, now normally when you soak your produce, how do you wash it?
I actually have a toxic-free cleaning agent that I use that I absolutely adore,
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how do you think most people wash it?
They probably just rinse it under the faucet.
They probably just rinse it under the faucet. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to let these tomatoes soak in this 11.5 water. And since I don't have tap water here, we'll just use the best bottled water on the market right now.
And this is the
11.5 pH water.
Alkaline water.
Correct.
Okay.
So we'll soak these tomatoes in our Dasani, which is probably the #1 bottle that I see Americans using.
Okay.
And one thing I want to let viewers know is that what most of us already know is that water and oil don't mix.
Right.
So if you have an oil-based pesticide, that pesticide most likely is not going to be removed just by placing it under tap water. It's going to need something a lot stronger, something that will emulsify that water. So what I want to do, we'll take a little bit of sesame oil that I've already poured into these cups here, if we can see that. I'm going to place a little bit of
It's like
Dasani.
a science experiment.
It is. It's exactly like that. Now, as we can see, what we know, oil and water do not mix. Correct? Can everyone hopefully see that?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take these.
I can see it. They're not mixing.
They're not mixing. I'm going to take this strong Kangen, and we're going to try to see if we can emulsify this same oil. Now, what happened here?
Oh, wow.
It looks like milk.
Yeah,
right?
For sure does, yeah.
So we've been able to emulsify that oil, which is the same thing that you can use for laundry detergent for getting out the greases and the stains.
I see.
And
So
I've even gotten red wine out with this water.
Wow.
And it's just water. It's safe to actually drink. So you're not exposing yourself to the chemicals that leach into the homes of so many people and their families.
okay.
So I've been letting these tomatoes soak. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some cups and we are going to see what came off of these tomatoes. So first let's take the tap water, or we used, even better, as most of us think, is the bottled water. Let's see if we got anything that was removed.
Looks pretty clear.
Pretty clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the same with our tomatoes on this side. See what we get that comes off. Now, what is this?
It's kind of yellow looking.
These are all of our oil-based pesticides and herbicides and insecticides that are put on our produce that we're consuming every day. And I always joke around with my friends and I say, will you drink this? And they say, no, I would
Right.
never drink that. But the problem is that we're consuming these on an everyday basis.
Okay.
So that's one thing that I love about the cleaning properties of the water.
So how long have you been involved and using this alkaline ionized water?
A little over 2 years. My fiance and I were introduced to it by a doctor who's been drinking it for about 10 years.
Okay.
And he let us drink the water for a few months, and he said, just drink this and tell us how you feel. And I started noticing these benefits with myself. I felt more energized. I felt that the water was easier to drink. I was sleeping better, less joint pain. And so I introduced it to my loved ones, my family, my closest friends. And the benefits that I saw them experience were mind-blowing. And it was at that point that I knew that I had to share this with other people, because a lot of people aren't big water drinkers. I feel that
No, they're not.
it's a tough thing to introduce water to someone, you know? And so
Right.
when you say, hey, try this water, and it tastes good and it's easier to drink, I feel that it's a great tool for people to incorporate into their lifestyle.
I know that there's a lot of publicity out there right now, and talking about the disease process being and the aging process speeding up due to all the acidic foods that we're eating. So would this be something that would help with that?
100%. So the neat thing too is if you have this,
So yeah, how does
This
this
little guy
dealer
here.
look over here? I know.
I'll show you a little bit. I showed you a little bit about the cleaning waters that is used by strictly pressing a little button there. This is all digital. Now if I press the 9.5 button, it produces a water that is very, very alkaline and very antioxidant.
Okay.
And the thing that I've noticed is that when people drink antioxidants and consume antioxidants, they feel a lot better.
Absolutely.
So what it does is, I'll kind of describe it a little bit. It takes the water through a filter within inside the unit, and then it takes it through a chamber called an electrolysis chamber. It splits the water molecules into very alkaline, antioxidant, super hydration, and then you have your acidic, the cleaning waters that come out of this hose
Oh,
at
I
the same
see.
time. So you're using both of the hoses there. And the one thing that I really want to stress is that this water is very rich in active hydrogen, which is known to be very therapeutic to the body. Our bodies are exposed to so many toxins, not only in our environment, but our waters as well. And so that's kind of what I wanted to show with these little guys here, is a pH of what stands for potential hydrogen. Is, are we consuming liquids, waters, sodas, whatever people drink, that are acidic, or are we promoting alkalinity? All disease, as you said prior, you know, strives in that acidic environment. We want to get rid of the toxic environment that we're living in. So
Well, I know as a nurse that I do know a couple of people who have mentioned that they are drinking alkaline water, and we're kind of getting short on time, so I want to make sure that everybody knows how they can get hold of you.
Absolutely.
Number one, it looks like we have your phone number down there at the
Yes.
bottom of the screen.
awesome, great.
And then you're also going to be doing a demonstration here in Fresno next month sometime?
I am, Yes, I'm going to be at Warrior Fitness June 18th at 9:30 a.m. And we will be doing the same demonstration where we take little pH drops and we drop them in and we show that these bottled waters and sports drinks that we're consuming are actually very acidic, and that we want to focus more on the alkalinity within our bodies.
Well, that's pretty purple.
I know.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on the
Yes.
show. I know that it was last minute, and I'm so glad that you did. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Me. I really appreciate it.
And just as a recap, I just want to let you know that all of the clips that we have done today, all of my guests that have been on the show today, you will be able to see all of the recaps on my website, which is called toxicfreejourney.com. I encourage you to go on the website, check it out. There's lots of resources on there, including the videos that we have done today. I also have a really great resource page on there with websites and some safe links to different products that you may want to use in your home. Also on my website, if you want more information, you can give me a call. My phone contact information is on there. And you can also set up to have a short 15-minute free consultation with me if you feel that you want to be empowered to improve your health through some private coaching. So I'm so excited that we're able to do this, and I think we've just about come to the end of our time. Next week we have some great guests, and we're going to be talking about beauty products and the dangers of all the different things, like Ken was talking about, the endocrine disruptors that are in the products that we're using. So until then, thank you, Jennifer, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.